Look at this. This is like a needle in a haystack in the middle of this lake. You're watching Uncut Angling, which is made possible by Travel Manitoba, Alumacraft Boats, Yamaha Outboards, Shimano Reels, G Loomis Rods, Fraybill Gear, Plano Tackle Storage, Humminbird Electronics, and Minn Kota Trolling Motors. This episode is presented by Travel Manitoba and filmed in Manitoba's eastern region. Oh, this is just a classically brutal late start for Uncut Angling. It's 2:00 p.m., which sounds just terrible, but doesn't tell the full story because I actually wanted to be here yesterday morning. So I'm actually delayed a full day plus another 6 hours. Nevertheless, we are here in the eastern region of Manitoba. I probably just said that in the intro. We're in the Whiteshell Provincial Park at Caddy Lake and the Caddy Lake Crappie chain, as it is known, Black Crappie. I'm gonna get the tarp off of the boat and get going here. So I'm filling up gas at the gas station, and Buddy sees this and says, "Is that a Yeti?" No, more appropriately, he says, "Is that a Yeti?" And it's like, no, sorry, that's not a $600 cooler. Sorry to disappoint you. This is a Plano marine trunk. Here's my gear for the day. Just a few Plano cases with small jigs, small jigging spoons, some small crankbaits. I definitely won't use them. But anyways, this has like an O-ring on it here. Goes all the way around, so it's just like a Tupperware container essentially, except it's waterproof, which is super handy for in the boat and whatnot. So same dude, this Yeti cooler enthusiast, he was asking me what lake I'm going to, and usually I'm a little bit reluctant to give up that information. And I also truthfully didn't know at the time, so I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. If you're familiar with the eastern region, you know there's like a zillion lakes that have crappies now. But I told him I don't really know, and he suggested Caddy Lake. See this map? Right there at the bottom is Caddy Lake, and this is the Whiteshell River chain kind of going up here. But this is just a fraction of the Whiteshell Provincial Park. So, and then I'll go over here. There's another map. This is all we could see on the other map. So this is a much larger scale. And the crappies have started here and they've gone downstream, and they've basically entered half of the lakes or more in the Whiteshell have a targetable trophy black crappie population. So I had a couple in mind. I will probably fish a couple lakes this week. And he said to me, "Oh, you should check out Caddy Lake," which was kind of funny because it was one of the lakes I was considering. And he said that he personally knows someone that sunk a boat in Caddy Lake out from the boat launch. So immediately it became my goal. I asked him a couple more questions on like the whereabouts, but it became my goal to go out here and find this sunken boat. You can pretty much guarantee if you're hearing me talk about this sunken boat that we do find it, because otherwise I would have cut all this out of the intro and not included any of it, because we only want high, positive, exciting moments. Not, "Oh, couldn't find that boat. Oh well." "Hey Yeti guy, you got any other ideas for a show?" "No, that's pretty much the best I got. If you get that boat in the water and quit screwing around the parking lot, I think you'll probably find that boat I was telling you about that sunk, eh?" Calm down, get out of there. That sign says the fish cleaning table's closed for the season, bud. "Huh, you're not kidding. Okay, I'll close her back up." And put the screws back on there. It was boarded up for a reason. "Okay, I got it." And the screw in the door. "Okay." And the other screw by the latch. "I got it." Okay, it has become time to back up the truck towards the lake, submerge the trailer into the water until the boat floats up, and then get in the boat and get this thing done. Don't worry, I'm coming back for you, little guy. Okay, boat's in. For anybody keeping score at home, it is now well beyond, what would it be? I don't know. 1 second, my phone's here. 3:30 p.m. There's a lovely boat in the water. There's a sign of some sort. Look at this. Public docking prohibited. So don't do as I'm doing. You can't use this dock, which is just bizarre. A little bit of some context would be nice. Like, is it some rich guy that owns this dock? Maybe this is an uncut angling dock. So maybe I'm not doing anything wrong for all you know, because the sign just says, general public, stay away. Let's see what else we got for signage here. This is an interesting one. How many times are you driving along on the highway just praying that you see a speed sign soon because you're doing 100 but you think it might be 80? Well, luckily, of all the places, we've got a speed limit sign in the parking lot. Hey, when you're parking the truck, be mindful of your speed. You'll be tempted to build momentum going up the hill and squeezing between those other trucks. Keep her to 20 kilometers an hour if you can, thanks. Okay, so the subplot here, it's a subplot. I don't even know what the main plot is. Well, the main plot is to catch some crappies. The subplot is to find this sunken boat recommended by Yeti Buddy. Where he described to me is that it was kind of straight out from the boat launch where the lake opens up and maybe a third of the way across the lake. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my side imaging, which is right there, and I'm at 60 right now. If I was looking for fish, I wouldn't crank this up so far, but you can see I'm turning the range up right here. I'm gonna turn the range up until the outer limits start to blacken. And when it starts to blacken, I'm weakening signal. So I'm gonna keep cranking it up. At 110, I'm still getting a reading. And it's starting to darken. See how it's starting to darken here? I'm not getting too much of a signal now that I've gone to 115 to either side. And that way we know that with each pass we do, we're covering 230 feet. So we're gonna see all sorts of stuff down here. All these little white specks, right there's a white speck, white speck, white speck, white speck. Those are probably all fish, or else it has to be something, whether it's a rock or like a bit of gravel or something, a hard spot. But it always has to be something. This is definitely starting to feel needle in a haystack-ish, but my trail, I'm S-ing here to be sure not to miss anything, and I want to cover kind of this whole area based on what he said. There's a little bit of a blip right there. We're looking for something a little bit more significant. So here I'm coming up for another turn, just to keep laying those trails side by side and make sure we don't miss anything. There's something there, maybe a tree or something. It's definitely not looking like a boat. It's a point of interest though. So I'm going to switch screens here. I'm going to go back along my trail just to get a better look at whatever that was. It's so interpretive that you have to kind of keep an open mind to it until you get a bunch of different angles on it, and even then, unless you drop the aquaview down and see it, you might never know exactly what it was. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto the side imaging here, and I'm going to tighten up the range. So I'm going to hit menu once, so I'm going to go to range, and I'm going to just zoom in. Oh my goodness. Look at this. That might be it right there. Like that. Wow. Make a waypoint. Looked a lot more interesting when we got close to it. I'm going reverse right back through our trails here. Kind of the first major point of interest that we've seen. So now I've made 2 waypoints on it. We're going to cross over just beside it, switch to side imaging. Oh my goodness. That's a boat, folks. Right there. Unbelievable. Right there, you can see there's the bow. There's the stern. Yeah, baby! Yeah! Okay, Yeti buddy, we're gonna give you the waypoint. You can come retrieve your boat. I can't believe we actually found it. Right there's the waypoint of this sunken boat. If you wanna come check it out for yourself, or if you are the owner of that boat and you wanna come retrieve it, you may do so. I'm gonna hit it with a couple more angles here, get a couple more screenshots. It really didn't take that much work. We just cruised out, S back and forth, and with this side imaging, you see everything. This is just so incredible. This is a Humminbird Helix, which is a very affordable unit. Used to be that side imaging was only available on the most expensive sonars, but now it is available on so many fish finders. Coming back up to these waypoints, switch over to side imaging. It should be on our left side, right there. Bango. And those white speckles, see the little white speckle there and the white speckles around the back? Those are very likely to be fish living inside of this boat. Yes! There it is, right below us. I'm gonna throw out the marker buoy. You can tell it's right below us when it marks on both sides of the side imaging. So you can see it on the bottom there, on both sides, so we perfectly intersected it. I'm gonna grab a rod here. Well, you know, any point of interest in a lake that has this many crappies is likely to hold a couple, maybe not a bunch, maybe not big ones, but there should be something there. Here we go. Let's see our marker buoy right there. And on the graph, there's the boat off the sides below us on both sides of the boat, so we're right over top of it. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I can't believe we found this. Fish on immediately. Fish on immediately. Oh yeah. Thank ya. It's a nice crappie. Yeah, baby. Immediately. How cool is that? This crappie was using the sunken boat that the guy at the gas station told us about. That's about a 12-inch fish. They get bigger. And if we got this one that fast, we'll probably see bigger. Just a jackal crosstail, minnow imitation. Gonna let this one go. Instant. Instant. Instantinopole. Okay. Drop her down and bippity boppity, bippity boppity, bippity boppity boo. Holy, what is this drone doing? Okay, stop. Exit. Shoot. Drone down, fish on. Big crappie, big crappie. Look at this thing. Oh, please get in the net. Big freaking slab, baby! Off of the sunken boat. Like, are you absolutely kidding me? That is hilarious. I mean, it's a testament to how many giant crappies are in this lake, and it's a testament to the effectiveness of finding structure with side imaging. Amazing, giant black crappie. I'm gonna let it go. That's sick, dude. Like, that is sick. Sick, sick, sick. That is just sick! Oh, I just freaking dropped my drone again. Okay. Dudes, this is side imaging. It's absolutely incredible. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, ridiculous, folks. That's what we're using. It's a jackal crosstail minnow on a jig, just holding it in front of him, letting it jiggle. Okay, back down we go. Is it gonna be instant again? Right over top of it here. And there's another one. Yeah, right there. There we go. Unbelievable. Oh, unbelievable. This one's not as big as the last one, but still An amazing slab. Just such a cool way to catch them here. On a sunken boat!
Manitoba, Canada's heart beats.
Look at that. Look at those orange fins.
This thing's amazing.
Yeah,
today.
amazing. Tall, perky dorsal, perfect shape. Man, just how can you not love fall trout? Look at that. Look at those orange fins.
This thing's amazing.
Yeah,
today.
amazing. Tall, perky dorsal, perfect shape. Man, just how can you not love fall trout?